Pike County is one of them. Pike County's ranked, I think they're ranked 3rd in 3A in the state. And then you got W.S. Neal, who's always a powerhouse. So 2 of the games they lost were against very good teams ranked in 3A. So both these teams are going to be ready to play. We got a good crowd here tonight. HA just came out on the field, and we got HA is going to be receiving tonight. They won the towing cost, and they want the ball first. So should be a good game here tonight. Slocomb got beat last week against Pike County 34-0. So I'm sure that they want a little revenge from that loss they had last week by Pike County.
Yeah, we're coming into this game, Jim. You know, a lot of these players remember last year's game against Slocomb, and we were just annihilated by the Red Tops down in Slocomb. And these players have been geared up for this game all season, and you get the opportunity, but sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for. You might get it. This Slocomb Red Top football team is a very good team, and they're going to bring it to us tonight.
Yeah, the score of that game last year that we do remember, Slocomb won that game 46-16, and we played them over there on their turf. So you better believe it. They put it to us last year. So here we go. And it's off the side of his foot. And that's 62 with the ball, which is Van Carroll.
Yeah, I think that was a little squib kick there, and Van did a good job staying back, getting on the football. We're going to get good field position, Jim. You can't complain with this. Got a football on our own 38-yard line to start this opening drive of the football game, and it's important to come out and set the tone early. We need to put together a good drive right here, Jim. And we're still nursing a few injuries. I know that Ryan Brooks is going to be gone for a few weeks, and Turner Jones is out again tonight also.
Got Dominique in the backfield, Dominique Rich, also Stanley Jones, and Watson gives off to Dominique. Dominique picks up a gain, 6 yards on the play. Good start for Dominique tonight.
Nice gain up the middle there. Number 44, Bernard Mitchell on the tackle there for the Red Tops. Picked up 6 there on first down. You know, that was a big key to last week's game, Jim. We got good positive yards on first down. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Watson's looking over the defense. Quick pitch over to Stanley Jones. Stanley Jones got a first down, and they're going to run him down at about the 45-yard line. Good pickup by Stanley Jones.
Yeah, good run by Stanley. Brett Singletary, number 1 for the Red Tops on the tackle. Good job by Stanley. Switched that ball from to the outside arm there. Gets to the sideline. Made a good little run there. That's a nice little quick pitch. Got on the corner in a hurry. Picked up about 10, 11 yards there, Jim. We're now in Red Top territory at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Early in this ball game, Houston Academy's on the drive. Tarwater at the corner. Watson's back to throw. He's got Stanley Jones open and just in and out of the hands.
Yeah, I think Stanley tried to run with it a little bit there a little too soon and didn't get it quite all the way through to his hands. Looked it in all the way. But nice play call. Mix it up a little bit here early in the football game. Don't let that defense settle in.
James Gannon comes out, and Michael Nunley goes in. So it'll be Nunley split wide left. Same backfield with Tarwater on the corners. Watson quick pitches again to Stanley Jones. Stanley Jones trying to get wide. He's broke one tackle. He's still loose. We were real close to a first down, Tony.
Yeah, good move. Stanley put on that cornerback over there. Brad Singletary kind of left him with nothing but a shoe and was able to get away from that initial tackle. He's going to be close to a first down. I think he'll be a little bit short, Jim, maybe half yard shy. Depending on the spot, it's hard to tell. It's on the other side of the football field from us, but good play call. Slocomb was sitting there in a 4-4 defense, and we're going to have to attack those corners a little bit. He did get the first down, I believe, Jim.
Number 80, Dozier, comes in for Nunley. He's going to be split wide left. Get the ball to Jones again. Jones is looking for a hole.
No, Not much there.
Great defense by the Slocomb Red Tops on that play.
Yeah, good job there. Got big number 60 over there stringing it out for Slocomb. That's Brian Carroll. And also Jacoby Reynolds in on the play. Jim, that was a good job by their defense. They strung that out to the sideline and not much room for Stanley to run.
It's one of our bread and butter plays, and I'm sure they've seen a lot of film on that quick sweep that we do, and so they did play that very good this time. So it'll be our 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. Good night for football again, Tony. We thought we might have some showers, but it sure don't look that way right now.
Not quite as humid. Nice little breeze blowing. It's going to be a good night. Maybe the kids can stay hydrated, have a good football game.
Kobe Martin is in the backfield. That's Watson rolling out. Watson's looking deep. He doesn't see anything, and he's going to be driven out of bounds by number 80 for Slocomb.
I think we had a busted play there, Jim. I didn't see him, but I only saw one receiver in the pattern, and he was to this sideline and ran a fly pattern, and there was no one else into the pattern. We got a flag on the play, but Watson has had nothing to do with football but eat it.
That was T.J. Bradley, number 80, a 9th grader that ran him out of bounds over there.
They're going to get a face mask call, but it was 5-yard variety. And a 5-yard penalty here against Sloak for a face mask.
So a non-intentional face mask, move him up 5. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 for the Raiders.
Call a little break there, Jim. Oh, they had us pinned there for a nice loss. Should have been 3rd down at about 17. Instead, we still got a chance here at 2nd and 12.
A little different set here. We got Jones split left. And that's Stanley with the ball. Stanley is ready to go before he's getting the ball, it looks like.
Now, I think Stanley realized what he had there. He had one man-to-man coverage, only had one man to meet. Makes one move there, and he's got nothing but green grass in front of him. And he was a little anxious to get started with the football. Just kind of went through his hands. But, you know, he's got – I've heard there's coaching staff here from Houston Academy talk about the hands that Stanley has and what great hands he has. And he's just off to a little bit of a shaky start, but I'm sure that young man will make up for it before this football game's over.
Still early in the ball game, 10:26 here in the first quarter. We're at Northcutt Field tonight, Houston Academy versus Slocomb Red Tops. Again, Jones is split with Martin and Dominique, giving to Dominique. Good block over here by that end. Oh, man, great defense, though. Was that 44 in on the tackle? Mitchell in on the tackle, 44 for Slocomb.
I think Houston Academy's called timeout here with 10-11 to go in the first quarter. They're going to talk it over a little bit.
Okay, Tony, Coach Dollar's been out there talking to him. You say he's probably going to go for it. It's 4th and 14, and you're right. He is going for it.
Yeah, we're in a position here where a punt into the end zone only nets you about 16, 17 yards anyway, so take a chance.
And a good one. Watson's back to throw. He's looking deep. He's got a man open. Oh, man, it's going to be real close to a first down. I don't think he quite made it. But great pass by Watson Downs. Got hit pretty good as he was throwing the ball.
Yeah, I ran that pattern about 2 yards too shy. If he takes it down the field about another 3 or 4 yards, and then comes back to the quarterback, we'd have a first down there. But good throw, good catch. Took a shot at it right there. I tell you, Watson took a good shot there after that play, too. I believe it was D. Jones, number 20, came in there and applied a lick to Watson. So we're going to turn the football over on downs, and Slocomb will start their first possession, Jim, at about the 26, 27-yard line. Slocomb runs an offense similar to Elba's that we've seen before. They're going to spread the field and go that shotgun single back formation. Now they're going to bring in 2 backs.
And they're going to give it to number 25, and that's Sasser with the ball. Joey Sasser with the ball.
As Davis Flowers in on the tackle. Now Davis, I believe it was 22 tackles Davis was in on last week. That young man's having a good season. I tell you, our linebackers are going to be tested tonight because this offense is based on crossing and that little fake, that speed option, and it's going to put our linebackers under pressure all night long.
They got Jermaine Williams, number 2 in the backfield, who is really supposed to be a big speedster. Give it to Williams this time. Great defensive play again by the Raiders. There.
And that's Davis Flowers and Colby Martin. Those linebackers right there making their reads and making the play. Gonna bring up about 3rd and 6, Jim. That's a great job. Like I said, this is very difficult offense to defend. These guys have a lot of speed on that side of the football, and you know our linebackers have to do a good job all night long of making their reads.
Their 2 running backs are number 25, Joey Sasser, number 44, Bernard Mitchell are their 2 big running backs. That's Rescher, number 10, quarterback.
That's Austin Fox in on the tackle. You know, with the initial lick there, and he got a lot of help from his friends.
See Matt Reagan, number 45, back there, and so yeah, great defense by the Raiders. Is going to bring up a punting situation already for the Red Tops. Be 4th and 9. Got Stanley Jones, single receiver back here for the Raiders. And it looks like number 2, that's Williams, is going to be punting it for the Red Tops. Gets it off the side of his foot, not a real good kick, and it's going to give us some good field position.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot there. Start our 2nd possession of the football game. We're going to be on our own 48, but good job by the defense on the opening drive. You know, Jim, on that opening drive for Houston Academy, we came out, we mixed it up a little bit, threw the ball some, ran the ball with quick pitches and all those off-tackle plays. So, you know, that defense right now on the football field is not real sure what to look for. So, hopefully we put together a good drive here with 7:47 to go in the first quarter.
Here we go with Tarwater and Dominique Rich in the backfield with Nunley split. This time Watson's going to keep it. He's trying to get around the corner and needs a block. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Not much of a gain on the play.
I think uncharacteristically there, Jim, we've seen 2 misplays in the first quarter by our offensive football team, and we just haven't seen that this season. But, you know, sometimes in a big game you get a little caught up and you haven't settled into the flow of the game. But, you know, Watts did a good job right there tucking the football. We lose a yard, but it could have been a lot worse.
And Coach Dollar shaking his head, so he's sure not seeing what he wants to see out there tonight.
Somebody on that play went the wrong way. Going to bring us up 2nd and 11, Jim. We need to get something positive happening right here real quick.
Got Gannon split this side and got Jones split the other side, running from the I formation this time. And Watson's back to throw, and he's got Gannon over on this left side. And he was covered pretty good there by number 2. I believe that's Williams.
Yeah, Jerome Williams on the coverage. He had good coverage there. Watson did a good job actually throwing that football away.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 11 for Houston Academy.
There was nowhere to throw the football there. Just had good coverage by the secondary.
7:33 left in the first quarter. Slocomb brought a crowd here tonight, Tony. Pretty good crowd on the other side. HA's got a pretty good following also tonight. Quick pitch back to Dominique Rich. Dominique's just going to run him out of bounds. Tony, not much gain or any gain again.
Yeah, Joey Sasser made a nice play right there. He fought through a block, closed on Dominique, and held him to no gain. And it's going to bring up that 4th and 10. Put us back in the punting position right here. Brian Perkins is going to come into the game. You know, Brian, you know, we've talked about him this season, and I saw the statistics, and Brian's leading the air in punting, I believe.
7 punts for 280 yards, averaging 40 yards per punt. Not too bad. And he's being ranked with 1A up to 6A. So Brian Perkins definitely is getting the job done for HA. And as we say something real good about Perkins, he kicks it out of bounds.
Well, I was about to say right there, Jim, too, that was one of the first times he's seen pressure this season. They came after him on the corner. We're going to have to do a little bit better job of picking that. There's Joey Sasser up there on the corner 25. He came in, put a little pressure on Brian, made him rush his kick a little bit. He got off the side of his foot, but, you know, picks up about 20 yards there on the punt. It's going to give them the football about the 31-yard line.
So the Red Tops will start right there on their own 30-yard line with number 10, Rescher, back quarterback. He's back to throw. He's looking over here for number 2, Williams, in and out of the hands of Williams at the 40-yard line.
Good coverage in a little zone defense over there, and everyone stayed in their zone. And I'm not real sure Jim wasn't trying to throw it to the other receiver, but the young man jumped up and tried to make a catch and didn't quite bring it down. But we'll take that. It's going to be second down and 10. You know, this offense, Jim, like I said, very similar to Elba's. Going to spread the football field. They're going to throw it a lot, and they're going to run. They run a little bit more of the speed option than Elba runs. Elba threw the ball predominantly the whole football game, but again, a very difficult offense to defend.
And we're going to see different sets as we see there. Slocomb with twins to the left. Again, give it to Williams, number 2. He's going to be real close to a first down, a pickup of 10 on the play, or right at 10.
I believe Stanley Jones came and made the tackle. We missed the initial tackle there at the line of scrimmage, and the young man did a good job of pick up about 11, 12 yards on the play. Gives him a first down, 10, out about the 42-yard line. You know, again, our linebackers are going to have to make reads all night long. They're going to continue to put pressure on us with this spread offense.
And again, they're spreading them out again. They got twins to the left or to the right over here. And putting a man in motion, number 25. Give it again to Williams.
Fumble.
Nope,
I believe Houston
fumble.
Academy has recovered the football, Jim. Big turnover right there. A nice play right there. I tell you, that's a big shift right here. They were starting to get a little momentum. And turning play in the game early here in the first quarter. Still 6:36 to go. Now, Jim, that's part of the risk you run when you run this type of offense is the possibility of turnovers. And you take the risk with the reward. HA caught a break right here. We're going to get the football inside of Slocomb's territory.
And maybe that'll spark this offense, because we've been seeing this offense sputter all night. So let's see what the HA offense can do. Going to give it to Dominique. Dominique's wide. He's trying to get wide. He's got a block. Great run by Dominique.
2 good cuts by Dominique right there to pick up additional yardage. He's going to pick up, about 25 yards there, Jim, on that play. Nice run. You know, we went back to the offense we started the football game with, and he made a nice cut at the line of scrimmage, made an open downfield to pick up additional yards.
And good blocking by that offensive line.
Good job right there.
Corner over here. So they're going to spot the ball at the 15-yard line at the Slocomb 15. First and 10 for Houston Academy.
And ran there behind Van Carroll and big Davis McLaughlin there to pick up the first down.
Watson's back. Going to give it to Dominique again. Right off right tackle, and Dominique's going to pick up 4 on the play.
A good hard-nosed running. You know, we're getting down to that area of the football field where Dominique likes to get the football and just power straight ahead. That young man's got a lot of strength in his lower body. He'll get behind those shoulder pads and pick up those tough yards up the middle. We're going to have a heat break here, Jim, with 5:59 to go in the first quarter.
$5:59 left here in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. Be 2nd and 5 for the Raiders.
Going back to the I formation here, Jim.
This time going to give it to Dominique again. Dominique looking for a hole, but not much there, Tony.
No, good job out there, defensive front. They won the battle there at the line of scrimmage, and we're going to actually lose a couple yards here, I believe. He may have gained it. He may have picked up a yard on the play. We'll bring up 3rd down and about 4 here, Jim. Jim, they got a lot of size on that defensive front. I was noticing 75, Rashawn Wynn. They got him listed here at 6 foot 341. I think he weighs every ounce of it.
He's a big boy from up here. Again, going to split them out with Jones and Gannon in the I formation. This time Jones is going to go in motion. He's looking over the middle for Jones. Throws it right in the hands of number 44.
Yeah, good job by their linebacker. Dropped back into zone coverage, read the quarterback's eyes, and he stepped right in the passing lane there and made a nice interception.
44, Bernard Mitchell intercepted the ball. Now they're going to start at their own 1-yard line.
You know, the bad news is we were in score position through interception. The good news is we've got them on about the half-yard line, so we can make a defensive stand. We should come out of a good field position.
Pretty good crowd there. Watson threw that ball in. He really had to throw it right on the line to get it in that that seam that he was looking for.
His receiver had two steps probably on his defender, but he didn't quite recognize that linebacker. Just give credit to the linebacker. Did a good job stepping back into the throwing lane and picked that pass off.
So here we go with Register quarterbacking. Not much gain or no gain at all there for the Red Tops.
And that's a great job by our defensive line. Stood there, man up right there on the line, and Davis Flowers did a good job of getting to the ball carrier and put him on the ground. They gained a half yard on the play, Jim.
Tony, we kind of got caught off guard up here when number 11, Justin Miles, didn't start this ball game, and Justin Miles has run for 273 yards so far this season, and him and Williams about 90% of this offense, and all of a sudden we don't see Miles out there, and we just found out why, that he was hurt in the Headland game. He's got an ankle sprain, and the coaches up here said he won't see action tonight, so that might be a good thing for the Raiders.
Well, it is, and it's a great loss to Slocomb. You hate to see a young man with that much talent get hurt. I was actually looking forward to seeing him play.
Yeah.
Brings a lot to the game, and you lose that much of your offense. And even though I'm sure this young man that's on the football field, Reese Register, is a great player, but it's just tough to replace that much of your offense when you're counting on a senior quarterback and they make up that much of your offense. But we're still going to be in a fight the whole game.
Number 88, Sylvester Twiggs goes in the ball game of our new players. Pretty good hole there for number 25. Again, that's a good run by Sasser.
That's a huge play by Slocomb Red Tops. We had them backed up right there, Jim, on their own 2-yard line, and he breaks this thing out to the 14-yard line and gives them a first down. That's a big play for their offense, and quite frankly, you know, it's a disappointing play for our defense. You had them backed up right there. You want to hold them where you got them, and good run by number 25.
And a good hole there, very good hole. We're about to get blown away up here. I don't know if this is part of Rita coming to see us or not tonight. So it's going to bring up a first down. And this time they got trips to the left. Again, Register back quarterbacking. He's going to quick pitch it to Williams. Williams is at the 30-yard line. He's still running. And he's going to be brought down there by Stanley Jones, a saving tackle there by Jones.
Yeah, there's that little speed option we talked about earlier. That's just simply the quarterback and that one back in that shotgun formation running a little quick speed option to the side over there. And what they're trying to do is get numbers 2-on-1, and he made a good pitch, made a good run.
2:51 left here in the first quarter at Northcutt Field. No score in the ball game. Got twins left this time with Slocomb. Give it to Williams. Williams is going to pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. Good stop there by, looks like, Tyler Jordan in on the stop. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Slocomb Red Tops.
Yeah, big series right here. We need to stop them, Jim. We had them backed up there on the 2-yard line. All of a sudden they're out here on the 34-yard line and driving.
That's Register back to throw. It's knocked down by big number 88, and that's Sylvester Twiggs. Good play by Sylvester that time.
That's a nice play. Sly's about 6'4", 6'5", and with that wingspan, you got to get the ball up. And as a defensive lineman, that's your job. You put pressure on the quarterback, get your hands up, make him throw over you, and good things happen. And you swatted that thing down.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Red Tops. Spread out again in the shotgun. That's Register. He's throwing to number 86. Intercepted by Gannon. James Gannon. He's down the sideline. He needs a block right there.
Good
and
job.
He's going to go in for the score. Great block by number
Sylvester Twiggs on his block.
Sylvester Twiggs.
I was hoping James slow down there for a second. Let big Sylvester block for him. That's a big man. Let him get his block, and it's been a lot easier to get to that end zone.
Well, James was going down the sideline pointing to who he needed to block, and he had plenty of people down there. And old Sylvester picked up the right one, and Gannon goes in for the TD. Great interception there here by James Gannon.
Yeah, good for James. You know, he had one last week, got called back by a penalty, And he gets him another one here this week and puts the Raiders on the board 6-0, and with X point pending here. Nice play by James. Good coverage.
Ben Marcello back to kick the extra point with Brian Perkins holding. It's up, and it is good. Houston Academy 7, and the Slocomb Red Tops 0. Tony, I like what I saw there. We don't get blown away up here.
I thought the hurricane was about 600 miles from here, but I'm telling you, I don't know if it's the effects of a hurricane or not, but the wind's really blowing up here on top of the press box.
Slocomb started their own one and moved the ball down to about midfield, and they were on a pretty good drive there, Tony, and I tell you, that turned things around with that great interception there by Gannon, and hopefully that's going to set a fire up to this HA team. They've been a little bit slow getting started tonight.
Well, it's difficult to get players up coming off a big conference game like last week, and the rivalry game helps a little bit here. But it looks like maybe they'll respond. Maybe this will wake us up a little bit, and we'll have another good defensive series right here.
Now that wind's coming out of the east, and we're pretty high up here on the press box, and we're going to be kicking from the south to the north, so we'll see what Watley's going to do here. I would hope he would want to kick it to the right, because it's definitely going to blow to the left.
If he kicks a draw, it may end up over in the next county.
And that's Watley. He gets it up in the air, and it's going to be taken at the 22-yard line by number 1, and that's Singletary. Singletary's going to bring it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 right there for Slocomb Red Tops.
A good high kickoff gives the coverage team time to get down there. Tell you what, though, young man did a good job. He was one missed tackle away from running a long way with that football.
1:42 left here in the first quarter.
Stay in that spread offense, Jim. Still got a single back.
He's got those trips over here on the side. That's a fumble back in the backfield. It's still loose. I believe Houston Academy's got the ball.
We did. A little trouble with the snout, a little bit low, and he tried to reach over and pick it up. Wasn't quite able to pick it up. Tyler Jordan comes through the line here and makes a recovery. Good play. Tell you what, we got an opportunity right here to take the football, Jim, and take control of the football game early. We need to score this. Take advantage of your opportunities here.
Absolutely.
Defense put us in a great position right here to put more points on the board.
So we got the ball now at the 29-yard line of the Red Tops, and woo, what a hit by number 44. Dominique went down.
Yeah, that's big.
That's
Bernard
Mitchell. Mitchell's 6'2", 200 pounds. He's a senior. Thank goodness he's a senior. Pretty good lick there.
A real good lick.
Got Fox going in, and number 74, Davis McLaughlin, also goes in the ball game. Got Nunley split right with Dominique and Jones in the backfield, and that's Austin Fox blocking out there for Jones, and Jones is loose on the sideline.
Stanley just reached back and found a new gear right there, Jim. I tell you, that may have been the best burst of speed I've seen out of Stanley this year. We forget Stanley's coming off a knee injury from last year, and I'm telling you what, he found a new gear right there, Jim. That was a great burst of speed by Stanley. And
he must have been tiptoeing down that sideline, because from up here, I thought for sure he was hitting on that chalk. But the next thing I know, the referee's throwing up his hands, touchdown HA, and you're right, what lightning speed Stanley Jones has got.
And again, that was the best burst of speed I've seen out of Stanley this season, coming off that knee injury, and that's good to see. I think now maybe he's confident in that knee, because he flat turned it on right there.
Marcellus kicks up, and it's good, and I think it hits our cameraman up in the bucket. Houston Academy 14, and the Slocomb Red Top 0. Boy, what a great way to come back with 2 fumbles there, an interception and a fumble, and HA scores on both of them, Tony. It changed the momentum in this game. I feel this team has stepped it up a notch now.
Oh, that's a big play, Jim. We had them. backed up there at the 2-yard line. They get that first down, and you got to fight disappointment there from the defense. A little bit of a letdown. They get disappointed. They need to, they finally forgot about it. Interception, and now the fumble and the touchdown. That's game-changing plays right there. Early in the football game, still only, we still got 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. So we got a long way to go, but that changed the whole entire complexion of this football game.
Again, we want to apologize if the wind's making some noise probably on our mics, but we're about to get blown off up here at the top of the press box tonight. Thank goodness we got no rain, just a lot of wind. Okay, this is Wadley kicking off. And he's at the left hash mark, and he's playing the wind for a hook here, Tony. He played it perfect, too, right down the center of the field of Williams, number 1. Great stop there by number, who was that?
At 22, and that's Austin Fox. And
number 10.
Yeah, that's number 10. That's we don't even have him on our I think somebody's got a.
I got to look on my second page for number 10.
Nice tackle. Good job of staying in your lanes and making a play on the kick coverage team. Oh, that's Joseph Secor on the tackle.
That's the new guy that come into school this year from out of state, I believe.
Good job by Sylvester Twiggs there. Followed up the clock, stood his man up, ran the play, and got in on the tackle. Did a good job by the defensive front. I'll tell you, Jim, if this wind keeps up at halftime, I'm going to have to eat a biscuit just to stay up here. I won't blow away.
Got Fox and Twiggs and trying to get some other numbers there on that defensive line. Ball goes back to Rasher, number 10. Pitch it back. Great play over there by Stanley Jones, and Matt Reagan's also over there helping out.
Yeah, that's a great read on the option by Stanley. That's his man, the pitch man, and he timed that just right, waited for the pitch, made a play behind the line of scrimmage, going to make him lose several yards on the play.
That's going to bring up an end of the first quarter here at Norcutt Field. Houston Academy 14, Slocomb Red Top 0. We'll be right back. Okay, here we go, starting the second quarter, I mean. Red Tops with the ball. That's Rester with the ball. He's at the 20. He's going to pick up about 9 on the play. Being brought down there by Austin Fox.
Robert Cleveland on the tackle also, number 18. Tell you what, that's a pretty good run by the quarterback. We had him hemmed up back there behind the line of scrimmage, and he just refused to go down. Made 2 good cuts and picked up a little bit extra yards. Still going to put him down in a punting formation here, 4th down, about 5.
That's Rasher, number 10, back to kick for the Red Tops with Stanley Jones back deep. Put a little pressure on him there, and he gets it off the side of his foot, and Stanley's just going to let it roll dead there. So it's going to give us another good field position. The ball is going to be spotted at the Red Top, or at the Houston Academy 47-yard line.
A good field position here again, Jim. We need to continue to take advantage of what the defense is helping us with here. They've given us good field position for the 3rd consecutive possession. So, well, technically, you can't beat the 2 previous with the touchdown run back with interception.
Jones and Rich in the backfield for HA. This time, going to give it to Rich, and Rich is going to be hit right there at the line by number 60. That's Carroll.
That's Brian Carroll in on the tackle. Good play by the defensive front right there. We just didn't get that young man's hard to block over on that side of the football field. We're going to lose about 3 yards there, Jim. We'll put us in 2nd down, about 12, maybe 13.
And we see that number 11, Miles, is in the ball game now. It's the one we were talking about earlier that was with the ankle sprain, so they're gonna play him tonight. Looks like it's time to give it up to Rich again, and Rich has picked up about 5 on that play, and the ball's going to be right at midfield at the 50-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, Tony, and looks like a maybe 3rd and 8.
That's a big play right here. If we can convert this 1st down, Jim, this could, we need to keep the pressure on them right here. And we've got the 14-0 lead, but if you remember in the Elba game, we jumped out on them, and those young men fought back. We're playing a very similar offense. And Houston Academy is going to call a timeout here, Jim, and discuss the crucial 3rd down and about 7 here, Jim. We need to make sure we're in the right formation and run the right play.
And then we got Stanley Jones right behind him with 4 games. He's had 43 attempts for 314 yards. He's averaging 78 yards a game, and he's had 4 TDs so far this season. And then you talk about Watson Downs. Watson comes in this ball game 20 for 37 with 417 yards. He's averaging 104 yards a game with 3 TDs and 5 interceptions. So that's some pretty good stats there by our offensive backfield. Here we go. Got Austin Fox in motion. Back to throw is Watson. And he throws it in the hands of number 11 there. So the ball is going to go over. And that's Justin Miles we've been talking about. He just overthrew Stanley, or actually.
Well, he was getting a little pressure on him there, and he threw the ball on the run and kind of threw it behind him a little bit, actually, and threw it right into the hands of the defensive back. But we're going to have to play defense right here, Jim, holding where we got him. It appears that Justin's able to run, but it looks like he can't cuddle an ankle quite like he needs to run this speed option in this offense. So
they're going to keep
we're not seeing any action here on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll keep Rescher in there with twin back. Going to give it to number 25. Good defensive play there. Who's that, 65? You know who that is, Davis Flowers.
And that's a good read there. We talked about it earlier. They're running these crossing patterns or crossing in the backfield, Jim, where they just simply either give to the fullback or fake to him. They could give or fake it to the second back. So the linebackers have to do a good job of reading. Slocomb's going to call a timeout here, Jim, and discuss this 2nd down play.
Cheerleaders doing a great job down there for Houston Academy, as usual. Second and 12 for Slocomb. And that's Rescher with the ball. Quick throw out there. He dropped the ball. They're going to blow it dead right there behind the line.
I believe the ball hit the ground there, Jim. It'd be a complete pass. Put 3rd down and about, should be the same as it was, 3rd and 12. Incomplete pass. Even though the ball was actually thrown behind the line of scrimmage, still a forward pass from where he threw the football, so it's incomplete, Jim. But leaves him at 3rd and 12, and right here's a chance for our defense to really step up. Don't make a play here after this turnover.
And that's Rescher with the ball, and he's got him wide open, and that's number 1, Singletary. Good throw and catch there by Rod Rescher to Singletary. He got behind our back, our safety that time.
Yeah, I believe it was Brennan in there. I believe Brennan Olive slipped down on the play, and the guy made a good throw right over his head, picked up the 1st down.
They're going to spot just shy of the 30-yard line. Got 9:03 left here in the 2nd quarter. Give it that time to Williams. Good defensive play there by 65, Davis Flowers. Tyler Jordan's in there. Austin Fox is in there. It looks like number 12, Kobe Martin's also in there.
Yeah, early in the 2nd quarter, Davis Flowers having him a heck of a football game for that defense, that middle linebacker position. And tell you what, there's a lot of pressures on Davis tonight, and so far he's stepped up and he's got the right answers.
They got some meat in that line there on our defensive line. I see Sylvester's in there. I see Luke's in there. That's Matt Reagan on this side and Chris Fox, Austin Fox on the other side. And that's Rescher with the ball being chased down again by Fox.
I tell you what.
And also Sylvester.
That young man's got a lot of quickness right there. He was basically stumbling to the ground, jumped up, ran that quarterback down basically from behind, made a good tackle by Austin Fox. Tell you what, he ain't got a lot of lead in his britches, but he's a heck of a defensive lineman.
And we've talked about already this season, first year he's ever played high school football, and we're glad to have him. He's a soccer player, but we sure are glad to see him on this football field at HA. So that'll bring up third and a mile, maybe 18 or 20. And that's Rescher back to throw, and he just throws it. And we're going to get probably defensive pass interference. There's a push there by Miles. We got 2 flags down, so let's see what they're going to call it. But I think I saw a push from up here.
I believe the receiver pushed the defensive player there. I believe that was, I believe it was Michael Nunley, number 2, got shoved in the back. But
offensive pass interference. That you don't see very often.
No, you don't. I tell you what now, Jim, that young quarterback threw that football about 45 yards in the air, basically in the wind. We talked about earlier, this wind's coming from the east, so he's throwing that football across the field, throwing it in the wind. And man's got a lot of strong arm.
And you saw they put Miles in there on offense, which we hadn't seen him, but look where they put him, trying to get the ball in his hands.
You know, we talked about it earlier, Jim, the fact that it's an ankle injury. It looks as though he can run straight ahead. He just can't cut off that ankle. And they just put him out there at the wide receiver. He just simply ran a fly pattern straight down the field.
So it's definitely going to bring up a punting situation for the Red Tops. You got Jones back deep. Again, got a lot of wind here tonight, and it's going to blow that ball out of bounds. We got a crosswind going here, and it's going to blow it out of bounds at a 10-yard line, which not bad, not a bad kick.
No, good punt. Tell you what, he's a pretty versatile athlete. We've seen him play defense. He's playing quarterback, punting the football. I have him listed here, Jim, on our sheet at 6'1", 170. That's a big 170 pounds right there.
And he's 11th grader, so they'll have him back next year. So here comes the Raiders. 1st and 10. Ball resting at the Houston Academy 10-yard line. And that's Stanley Jones with the ball. He's got a hold. He's still on his feet. Great run by Stanley Jones. Needed one more block.
That was just pure determination by Stanley. I tell you, Stanley's running the football hard tonight. He ran that ball about 25 yards there on 1st down. And, you know, we talked about positive yardage. That's what you want. You know, Jim, we alluded to the stats a little bit earlier in the game, but, you know, just as impressively as the yards per game is their yards per carry. You know, Stanley and Dominique both are averaging close to 7 yards a carry. You ever take a little bit there, and I did a quick math in my head. Stanley's added to his in a hurry tonight.
We'll take that all night long. He's going to give it off again to number 2, and that's Nunley with the ball. I was about to say Stanley, and Nunley's with the ball, number 2. Nunley's a 10th grader. And Nunley's going to pick up some yardage on the play.
I think Stanley caught his breath there a little bit after that run at the middle, and he's going back in the game now. I think Joe Tarwater's coming out for the Raiders.
Pick up a 7 on the play, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 for Houston Academy. This time we got Jones in motion and being brought down. We got a flag goes down in the red top backfield.
That's just a good play there by Justin Miles. Made a good tackle on Stanley. Recognized that we ran a kind of like a little reverse there. Had Stanley on that wing and brought him in motion and gave him the football coming around the end. And young Miles made a good read on the play.
And that was holding by the Houston Raiders in the red top backfield. So they were downfield blocking, but they also got caught doing a little bit of holding. So they're going to decline that. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Houston Academy. Jones and Rich in the backfield. This time he's going to give it to Stanley Jones. Another flag goes down in the holding area, it looks like, Tony.
Yeah, usually when that referee drops the flag, and that is what it is, holding against Houston Academy, I anticipate they'll decline this penalty as well, put us in a punting position. It'll be 4th down and about 7, Jim. They are going to decline the penalty. We're going to send the punt team on. I see Brian Perkins going into the game, so we'll be kicking the football here. 6:21 to go in the half. They're dropping 2 backs back, Jim, this time. Looks like we've got...
that's Williams back there, and that's Singletary back there. And I would imagine they're going to have the rush on Mr. Perkins when they saw what happened last time. And so Perkins needs to get this ball off pretty quick. We got 2 speedsters over here. No, not much of a rush, but a good kick again by Perkins, and that's Singletary, and he fumbles and just falls on the ball right there. So that's going to give the Red Tops ball at the Houston Academy 29-yard line, or at their own 29-yard line at the Red Tops.
We'll take that heat timeout, water timeout here, Jim, with 5:53 to go in the half.
First and 10 for the Raiders.
Jim, you're going to give Justin a try at quarterback and just see what he's capable of doing.
And there he is, Miles in the backfield. I said 1st and 10 for the Raiders. I was looking at the other side. It's 1st and 10 for the Red Tops. And, Tony, I believe he's got a 1st down, first time he touched the ball.
Yeah, he's going to test his ankle a little bit, just see what he's capable of doing for him.
And he does get a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job there by Justin Miles picking up the 1st down. And he's going to add a dimension to the team, even if he's not 100%.
Yeah, he's running 273 yards so far this year. Got a little movement on the offensive line there, number 79, so that's going to back them up 5. So it'll bring up 1st and 15 for Slocomb.
You got a little anxious there, Jim, and jump the snap count just a little bit. It's going to give us a break here, Jim. Give us 1st down and 15.
In the shotgun, and that's Miles back there with the ball. Miles is running around. Good defensive play there by the Raiders.
And that's going to bring us up to about 2nd down and looks like about 12, Jim. But that's the dimension of this offense that Justin brings. He has the ability to cut that football back, and we're going to have to keep containment now, not pursue. We've got to take the right angles in our pursuit here, Jim. But he was looking there to cut that thing back.
That was Reagan, number 45, in on the stop. This time this Miles is going to keep the ball. Straight out of the shotgun, brought down again by 45, Matt Reagan, and also that's Davis Flowers, number 65, in on the stop.
That's a good job right there, recognizing that, staying at home right there, made the play on the quarterback. They faked that little dive play across to the right side. Justin tries to bring it this way, and good job by Matt, Tyler, Jordan, and Davis Flowers.
This time we're going to split them out. Got twins to the right. Miles in the shotgun, being pressured again by Fox and Matt Reagan, and he's going to throw it deep. Pretty good throw there by the quarterback. Intended for number 1, that's Singletary, but good coverage down there by James Gannon.
That was an impressive arm Justin displayed right there. He threw the football 50 yards and pretty much on the line. And again, Jim, he's throwing the football in the wind. He threw it from the Houston Academy sideline here, hash mark, across the field to the numbers on the other side. That's basically throwing the football in the wind.
3:43 left in the second quarter, and it's going to bring up punting situation. 4th and 11 for the Red Tops, and that's register back to kick for the Red Tops. Again, pretty good kick in this win, and that's Stanley Jones is going to take it right to 30, and he's just going to fair catch it right there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. First time I've ever seen Stanley Jones take a fair catch.
No, but that was a good time to do it right there, Jim. Ed. Good coverage coming down the field, and that ball had the opportunity to take a bounce. And if Stanley takes that fair catch, we got the ball right here basically at the 30-yard line. It bounces not our way, and we could end up inside our 10.
Adam Dozier split to the right with Jones and Rich in the backfield. Watson's going to give it off. Stanley Jones. And he's going to be grabbed right there at the line by number 20 for Slocomb. That's Jones that made the tackle for Slocomb. He might have lost something on that. Well, they're going to give him pretty good spots. He picked up a couple maybe.
If he didn't get him by the jersey, I think he had a nice gain right there. You know, we talked about earlier in the season about tearaway jerseys.
Yep.
That's what you like to see in one, but I think they outlawed those things a few years ago.
I believe they did.
Starting to date ourselves, Jim.
Several years ago.
Of course, I don't remember ever seeing them. I just heard about them. I saw them on ESPN Classic. I'm sure you played in them, Jim.
Afraid I did. All right, here we go. Rich with the ball. Just couldn't go wide enough over there. Good defense by the Red Tops. Host of Red Tops brought him down. Just not much there, Tony.
He tried to take that ball inside. I think he had a little more room to the outside, but it's a lot easier to see where I'm standing than where he was running. I don't have those guys chasing me wanting to hurt me.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Raiders.
Slocomb's got a lot of size up front, Jim, and their linebackers got a little bit of size to them too, and she'll have to grind it out here.
Ooh, pretty good rush there by number 44. We've been calling his
Bernard
name.
Mitchell again on the tackle. He just shot the gap. We didn't pick him up on the blitz. He gets a hold of Watson where he has a chance to get rid of the football, and it's going to put us into about a 4th and looks like about 4th and 16.
Clock's moving. 1:46 left here in the second quarter. Again, that wind is picking up again out here at Norcutt Field. And that's Perkins back to kick with Jones up as the up back. And I hope we'll block him back, and he is blocking. Good kick by Perkins. And that Singletary is going to take it at his own 40, but he's going the wrong direction. He's going to be brought down by Nominee Rich right there at the 30-yard line. He caught it at the 40. He lost 10 on the play.
Yeah, good play by Nominee. That's a hard man to try to outrun. He picked the wrong man to try to get in the corner on, and Nominee did a good job. Made a tackle there. It's going to give him the football at the 30-yard line.
And he got some of that jersey that time.
Big defensive series, Jim. We got 1:16 to go in the half. We got a 14-0 lead. We don't need to give up a touchdown here right at the end of the first half.
Clock's running like you say, 1:16. Well, it'll be running when the ball snapped, and that's Miles with the ball. Miles is trying to go outside, and man, what an attack over there. Austin Fox led the attack by the Raiders.
Yeah, Austin's played another good game tonight, Jim. Every game we've been able to broadcast here, Austin just made play after play after play, and he's just a hard-nosed football player. He's not scared to get after you.
Coach Dollar's doing a lot of substitution I see tonight, giving a lot of these guys a rest and trying to keep a fresh team out there. David Jones I see is in there now. Brennan Olive's also in there in the defensive backfield.
As Austin Fox get on the tackle. Good recognition also by Kobe Martin.
Luke Griffith goes in the ball game. Also Sylvester Twiggs goes in the ball game.
I think Slocomb's going to be content to take this thing to the half, Jim. We're down to 4 seconds, 3-2, and we're going to go to the halftime with a 14-0 lead.
Tony Wood take that all night long, 14-0 here at Northcutt Field. Houston Academy over the Slocomb Red Tops. Started a little slow, but they came on strong there with a big interception, a big fumble, and they've got something out of both of those. So we got a big halftime show coming up here. Looks like Slocomb brought everything over to Slocomb. They got some floats, they got some flags, they got a band over there. So should be a big halftime program here at Northcutt Field. So we'll be back to show you the halftime. Tony, we're getting ready here to start the second half here at Northcutt Field. I got some stats here. Take a look at those. Houston Academy had 3 first downs. They had 17 attempts for 87 yards. They had 1 for 5 on the passing side with 13 yards, 2 interceptions, a total of 100 yards rushing for Houston Academy. Slocomb had 5 first downs. They had 22 rushes for 53 yards and 1 for 5 with 18 yards passing with a total of 71 yards with 1 interception for the Slocomb Red Tops. So that pretty much tells the story here. Those two, like we said, those 2 big turnovers for Houston Academy. Look at that scoreboard. We got 14 up on the board. And like we said before, I think this Miles, when he came in the ball game, started making a difference. We were told he probably would not play tonight. So Coach Dollar had a few words to say there in the locker room at halftime and trying to get these kids fired up. And we'll see what happens. So here we go with the kickoff of the second half. And it's going to go to number 1. That's Singletary with the ball. Brought down there by Austin Fox.
A real good game here in the second half.
And they are starting Miles, number 11, in the shotgun as quarterback. This time he's going to give it off to number 2, Williams. And Williams is going to pick up 3 on the play.
And Tyler Jordan Davis Flowers in on the tackle. You know, Jim, don't want to take anything away, though, from that defensive effort on those turnovers. A lot of times turnovers aren't offensive mistakes. Defensive players make good plays, and we alluded to it at the time of the play that linebacker on the interception from Watson there at the end zone was just a good play by their linebacker. You want to give credit to the defense as well on those turnovers.
Whit Kelly in there, also Sylvester Twiggs in there, and he's being chased down by Davis Flowers, number 65.
Yeah, Kobe Martin did a good job coming from the backside there and got a hold of Justin and let him get to the corner and held it down to about a 2-yard gain.
3rd down and 5 for the Red Tops. Reagan comes off. In the defensive backfield, we've got Olive and Stanley Jones and also David Jones in the defensive backfield. With Kobe Martin dropping off. And that is Miles with the ball. He's being chased, a lot of pressure, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. It was intended for number 86 over here.
Yeah, good pressure, good coverage there on the defensive secondary. I'll force them to punt the football here early in the second half, Jim. Good start for our defensive football team.
Very good start. That's what we wanted to see. I tell you, it was quite a quiet locker room when I got in there, and Coach Dollar was trying to get these kids start playing some football here. So it's going to be a punt, and it's going to go to Stanley Jones. Stanley Jones is at the 40. He's at the 35. They'll run him down at the 15-yard line, and that was register number 10. The punter's the only man left, Tony.
Now, good job by Stanley. Cut that ball up to the inside. You know, he had 2 men to beat there. I think if he got him one-on-one, he might could have made one miss. But, excuse me. Nice play there by their deep safety. I believe that's the guy that punted the football.
It was 45-yard run back for Stanley Jones. That's what we needed right there.
Oh, great start right here. Give us field position. There's 15-yard line for open possession second half.
Dominique and also Stanley in the backfield. Gives the ball to Dominique. Dominique still on his feet. Obviously what Coach Dollar had to say at halftime must have worked. First play, beginning of the second half, Dominique Rich ran the ball in from the 15-yard line.
That's a great run by Dominique. He gave him the shoulder and it spun away from the tackle. Just never quits running, Jim. We talked about it game after game. He just never quits, and he made a little spin move there off the initial hit, carried it in the end zone for a score.
Dominique in the first half had 9 rushes for 36 yards. Jones had 5 for 80 yards. And Tony, how many times have you heard that Dominique only had 36 yards in the first half of the ball game? That's very unusual. So, anyway, score 21-0 in favor of Houston Academy.
That's a great opening drive. You know, both sides, you know, basically all three of our teams are on the field. Defensive team makes a good play. Special teams, Stanley puts us in great field position. One play to Dominique up the middle there for the score. So, great team effort right there all the way around.
Quiet Slocomb crowd over there. It's quiet as I've heard a Slocomb crowd in a long time. But, you know, when we were over there last year, they got us quiet pretty quick, too. So they're in our backyard this year.
And, Jim, we're you know, we talked about in the first half. We didn't execute like we needed to. We've come out here in the second half, and we've executed thus far. Still, we're less than 2 minutes into the first half. We've gotten a score and a defensive stop and a good special team play.
Ryan Watley back to kick, 10th grader for Houston Academy. Ryan Watley does a good job kicking off. Good kick by Ryan Watley. He's taking it at the 2, and that's Williams. Good hit there by David Jones.
Good coverage by the kick team, and that was Rhett Singletary again on the return. Return it for about 14, 15 yards there, Jim. And again, our defense has the opportunity here. Special teams again puts us into a field position we want to be in here. We've got them backed up inside their 15-yard line for their second drive here in the second half.
Got Whit Kelly in the middle of that line. Also Sylvester Twiggs in the middle of that line with Fox and Reagan. And that's Miles with the ball. He stutter stepped one too many times and went to his knees.
Yeah, good coverage by the defense though right there. Stayed in their positions, kept their assignments and their responsibilities, and that's a difficult play to defend. We did a good job right there defending it.
The old ankle looked pretty good on that play, Tony. He was jogging,
you know, we
back
saw
and forth.
The young man from Elba, he wasn't 100%, and this young man's not 100%. Not real sure I want to see him play us 100%.
So it'll be a 2nd and 8 for the, I'm sorry, 2nd and about 11 for the Red Tops. Lost yardage on the play. And that's Williams, number 2 with the ball. Good defensive play again over there by number 11. That's Olive. And who else? Is that number 12? Also, that's Kobe Martin.
Davis Flowers and also
Davis.
On the play.
It's 3rd down and 9 for Slocomb Red Tops. Early in this third quarter, 8:51. Clock's moving. Great night for football here at Norcut Field. Winds died down a little bit, Tony. Feels good out here.
Yeah, it's a good night to be out here for a little football.
Again, Miles back to throw. Pretty good defense over there by our Martin, 12. Also, James Gannon's doing a good job.
Yeah, great job by the defense. You know, Jim, we defensively we played a good football game tonight. First half we played solid football, and defense special teams gave us 14 points in the first half. And we started out here the second half, 2 consecutive good defensive series.
So it'll be 4 and out again, and the Red Tops are back to punt. It's number 10 back to punt, Register, who is the only man that stopped Stanley Jones in the last punt return. Again, Jones is going to wave him off this time, and he's going to take a fair catch right there. Probably a good idea. Number 44 is sitting there looking him in the face, and that's Mitchell.
Yeah, good decision by Stanley. Got good field position there with a fair catch. Now we're at our own 47-yard line. That's not bad field position for our second series here in the second half. Important drive again, Jim. You know, I know I say that seems like every series is important, but in a big game they are, and we need to take control of the football game here. Put together a good drive, get some points here.
This time they got him in the eye, and they got Tarwater blocking for Dominique. Dominique's going to pick up a couple on the play. Big Joe Tarwater back there at that first up back.
Yeah, we went to the I formation there, and typically we do put Joe Tarwater at the fullback position. We go to the I, and Joe does a good job of blocking and lead through the hole. You know, it's a big challenge for our offensive line. This is, you know, last week we saw a pretty good sized defensive front, but I don't think they had the size that we're seeing tonight.
And that's Watson Downs back to throw. He's looking over here for Jones. Just throw it a little bit deep.
Overthrown a little bit here on the sideline. Bring up about 3rd and 8, Jim.
Good blocking by that offensive line. Collins White's in there. Chase Gibbons. Luke Griffith. Also, Davis McLaughlin's in there blocking. Michael Saliba, all doing a good job on that offensive line tonight for the Raiders. Adam Dozier, number 80's split wide right. And that's Tarwater in motion. He's got Tarwater open. He's looking for him. Throwing it to number 80. That's Dozier, and just overthrows him a little bit. Coach Dollar's gone to the air here all of a sudden.
Yeah, 3rd down and 8 there. Took a shot at the first down and made a little bit of high throw there. Had an opportunity though. Ball thrown a little high. It goes through his hands. That'd been a very difficult catch to make. But we're gonna have to put the football back. 7:33 to go in the third quarter.
So we got Perkins back to kick. Deep back for them is Singletary and Williams. Perkins is going to get a good boot off. Good high boot. A good roll for H.A. Hopefully we're going to down it right there. And the ball is going to be in the end zone. I don't believe he had possession there. Yeah, they're going to call it a touchback and bring it out to the 20. Man, we had a good chance there, Tony, to down it at about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, I think that his momentum carried him on the end zone there a little bit. Good hustle.
He just didn't have control of it, though, did he? I mean, he was trying his best to get control of the ball.
Yeah, good hustle by the punt team. Now, we're pretty close to knocking that thing down inside their 5-yard line, but his momentum just carried him on into the end zone. He was able to recover the football and keep it out of the end zone.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Tops at the at their own 20-yard line. Justin Miles still in the shotgun, quarterbacking for the Red Tops. He's looking. He's got a man over the middle. Great defensive play there by
Robert Cleveland, number 18.
Yeah, great job there by Robert.
Now, he timed that perfectly. If you hit him a little too soon, you'll get a pass interference. But as soon as that football touched his hands, he hit him in the back there and made a nice lick. Very difficult for him to hang on the football. Good defensive play.
Robert's been playing more on the special teams, and they're letting him play a little bit more on that safety position. So good to see he's a 10th grader. Get some experience with some of these younger kids. Pitch out this time to Williams with the ball. Brought down there by 65.
Davis did a good job right there. He had a long way to pursue to make that tackle, and if he doesn't make that pursuit, that play's going to go for a lot more yards than it did. He's going to pick up about 7 yards maybe on the play.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Red Tops.
A big play for the defensive football team right here, Jim. Big play in the game.
This time give it to Williams again. He's looking for a seam. He's got a 1st down.
A nice run by number 2. That's Jerome Williams. You know, he's a freshman, 5'6", 150 pounds. Tell you what, he looks pretty quick, Jim.
Yeah,
he did
a
a
little
good job.
Bag. He just looks for the hole and picks his hole, and he's like a water bug out there.
Yeah, good run. Took that ball, cut up field. Knew what he had to do. They had to get at least 3 yards to get a 1st down. Picked up about 5-6 yards. Give Slocomb a 1st down there on their own 33-yard line.
Keep shuffling a lot of players in and out, keeping some fresh legs out there. Miles in the shotgun. He's got twins left. This time Miles is going to keep the ball. He got him loose on the outside. Great tackle over there by Michael Nunley, and man, he got him right at the ankles too. Otherwise, he's gone.
Yeah.
Michael Nunley, little 10th grader, great job.
And we're going to go to our water break here, Jim, in the 3rd quarter, 5:43 to go. Houston Academy leading Slocomb 21-0.
.543 left in the 3rd quarter. Clock's running. At least the official's trying to get the clock running. Now we got it going. Miles back to quarterback. Miles is looking. He's trying to throw, being pressured by Austin Fox, being brought down by Fox, and also Kurt Harris is in there.
Yeah, good job by Austin. I tell you what, that young man gets his hands on it. You're not going to run through him too often. He made a great tackle on a very difficult guy to bring down. You know, Justin's not a small player. Maybe a quarterback, but he's listed 5'11", 200 pounds, and he's a great athlete also, and so that's a great job by Austin Fox. Almost about 10, maybe 11 yards there, Jim, on the play. Going to put him at 2nd down, about 20, 21 yards. It's a big play for the defense. Had pressure also by Sylvester Twiggs from the right side. Had Austin put pressure from the left side. So good job by the defensive front.
And that's what we got to do. This quarterback is put some pressure on him. There he goes again. And that's Miles down the sideline. No flags. It's going to be a 1st down and a pickup of good about 30 yards on the play, Tony.
Yeah, it was. We just kind of lost containment there on the defensive side of the football, and kind of got caught in a bad angle coming in, and he was able to get to the outside, break containment. He picked up about 25 yards there, Jim, on that run, and gives him a 1st down at 10. Takes him out of a bad situation to a good position in a hurry, but an athlete and a quarterback like Justin Miles can do that for you in a hurry.
1st and 10, ball's resting at the 43-yard line. Miles in the shotgun. Going to keep it this time. Try to go up the middle with it. Luke Griffith in on the stop. Also, Whit Kelly's in on the stop.
And Davis Flowers as well in on the tackle again. Good read by Davis.
Tyler Jordan also in on the stop. Boy, Tyler had a great ball game last week.
Yeah, he did. I was impressed with how Tyler came to play last week. You know, we had to play both ways because of some injuries. And he had an outstanding game last week.
So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Red Tops. That's Miles again. He's going to give it off to Williams with the ball. He's trying to string it out. Great pursuit by the Houston Academy Raiders. Leading the attack was Brennan Olive.
Yeah, good job right there. Sylvester Twiggs, also Colby Martin, 58 Whit Kelly did a good job of stretching that run out and gave Brennan time to come up and make a tackle.
So they're going to lose 2 on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 12 for Slocomb. Great halftime show, Tony. We didn't talk about it, but it was a great halftime show also tonight. Again, Miles back to throw. Oh, man, he got drilled over there by Kobe Martin. Drilled that receiver. He probably wish he would have caught the ball now.
Yeah, good look by Kobe.
That was 25. Oh, that was Sasser over there. Ball was intended for Sasser. So that's going to bring up a punting situation, 4th down and 12. Stanley standing at his own 10-yard line and should get pretty good field position here. Register back to punt for Slocomb. Got plenty of time. This time again, Stanley's going to call a fair catch, and I can understand why. He's got 3 Slocomb Red Tops looking him in the eyeballs.
Yeah, good job by Stanley. Comes up, makes that catch. You know, he had players right there in his face. That's a pressure catch right there. Big reception. Again, that football hits Jim. Had a chance to be inside our 5.
And that was a high punt, had a lot of hang time. So it gave Slocomb, as quick as they are, it gave them plenty of time to get down on Stanley. So we're going to start it right there at our own 12-yard line. 16-yard line. That's Watson back to throw. He's throwing the screen. That's Michael Saliba. Michael Saliba's loose. Oh, great run by Michael Saliba up to the 35-yard line.
That was the little tight end screen we saw last week against Cottonwood. I was talking to Coach Dahl about that and told him, I said, you know, that was a great call. He said, I wish I could take credit for it. He said that was Watson's play right there. Watson made that call. I don't know if Watson made it there or if Coach Dahl did, but, you know, great play call right there. They had began to kind of turn their defensive linemen loose and set them after us a little bit. That right there take the pressure off. Got a player shaking up a little.
Yeah, that's Michael Saliba. He must have a cramp because it sure looks like that. He can hardly walk on that toe. He's got to get out of there. So he'll come out for one play anyway.
It gives us an opportunity. I think we're going to see Sylvester Twiggs go in here at tight end position. Yeah, he's got some cramps, so they're trying to stretch him out a little bit.
That was a pretty good run there for Michael, and he got cramped up. He wasn't used to making about a 35-yard run.
Michael showed good speed right there. I tell you.
He did.
Turn it on a little bit. Nice pickup, Jim. You know, we threw a new wrinkle at them that they've not seen so far, and I like the play call. Gets us out there. We're on the 17, now we're on the 35-yard line. So, 1st and 10.
Cheerleaders down there for HA doing a great job. Those girls work hard. I tell you, they practice every afternoon just like the players do. Doing a great job.
And they put a lot of work and effort into what they do, and they do a great job. You know, we're playing a little bit of a handicap. Our trainers tonight, are both sick. I happen to know that. One was my daughter, and that was her friend Brianne, and they're both sick tonight, unable to be out there on the field. I know they both miss it. I think these players are missing too. We got a sack full of young boys out there running around getting the water tonight.
Yeah. Here we go, first down for the Raiders. Watson's going to give off to Stanley Jones, number 5. Stanley's cutting it wide. Oh, man, a couple more blocks, Stanley would have been down that sideline. Good pick up there by Jones. 2nd and 2 for the Raiders.
A nice hard run by Stanley. Picks up 8 yards on first down. I tell you, Stanley's running hard tonight. I mean, he's showing a lot of that quickness we know he has. And like I said, we had not alluded to it this season. In fact, he was coming off a knee injury. Looks like he's fully recovered. He's running the ball well tonight.
Watson back, going to give it up to Dominique. Dominique's hard running, not much there. Maybe a yard on the play, Tony. They closed in on him that time.
I think we'll be a little bit short of the first down here. It's going to be about 3rd, less than a yard. Good hard run by Dominique. Not much there. Just get what you can, fall forward, and try to get the first down. But we're going to bring up 3rd very short.
Number 4, Charles Flowers, goes in the ball game. He split wide left. Rich and Jones in the backfield. This time we'll give it to Jones. And Stanley Jones is fighting, but I don't know.
I believe he's going to get the first down. I think he picked up about 3 yards there.
And I think we got a great spot in this. It is going to be a first down for the Raiders. Good hard running there by Stanley Jones.
So give us first down and 1st and 10 from our own 47-yard line. And I'd like to see us put together a nice, long, sustained drive. Take some more time off the clock and put some more points on the board.
Clock is going. 20 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. This time they give it to Jones again. Man, they closed in quick. Number 20, good tackle there by D. Jones for Slocomb. And he might have lost, depending on where they spot the ball, he might have lost a yard on the play. And that is going to bring up the end of the 3rd quarter. Houston Academy 21, Slocomb 0. Tony Johnson, Jim Boone, we'll be right back. Beginning of the 4th quarter here. Watson gives it to Dominique. Dominique's got a hole. Dominique's still picking. He's still going. Dominique's hard running. First down, Houston Academy.
Yeah, Dominique again. Jim, just hard-nosed football. He just runs the football like you want him to, and he made a great run right there. Cut that ball back against the grain, picks up about 14, 15 yards, and he didn't lose his balance off that last cut as he was hit a little bit there. He might have taken that one to the house.
Watson again to Stanley Jones this time. Stanley's looking for an outside over there. Stanley's going to pick up 6 on the play.
A nice pickup. He put a good move on that cornerback over there to pick up a few extra yards. Pick up about 6 yards on the play, Jim. Like you said, it's going to give us 2nd down and 4. And right now, that's what we want. Good yardage on first down. We need to hang on to this football here. If we can drive it down and put some points on the board, we're going to have pretty much complete control of the football game here, 4th quarter.
Sylvester Twiggs goes in the ball game. He's going to be at this tight end, number 88 over here, with Gannon split wide left. And Jones split wide right with Rich in the backfield, single in the backfield. There he goes. That's Rich. Man, what a play by number 63.
It is 63. That's Carlos Parks. Great play.
Where'd he come from?
He fought off his block, was there in the hole, and actually waited for Dominique to get there. And gain of maybe a half yard on the play.
A little different formation there with Rich in the backfield, single setback. Coach Dollar wants a timeout. He's going to talk about this thing. He don't like what he sees out there. He's going to bring them over and have a little chat with the boys.
I think Coach Dollar's looking for a little consistency. We're getting a great play, and then we seem to take a play off on offense, and then we come back with another great play, and he's looking for a little consistency from us here right here in the fourth quarter. And, you know, take this football and drive it on down the field and put some points on the board, put the game away.
Tony, next week we got another home game. It's homecoming for Houston Academy. We'll be playing Sampson right here at Northcutt Field. Big week at the school this week. I know every day they got something playing. I think Monday's pajama day. Can you remember going to school wearing your pajamas?
Well,
they didn't do that when I went to school. I'd like to wear my pajamas to school.
Now, I'm not real sure, Jim, how many folks want to see you in your pajamas, but they may want to see your girlfriend in pajamas. I don't know about you. You know, I remember when I played football high school, our coach would let us participate in that stuff. You know, Hard-Nosed was over tobacco chewing coaches and said, you know, we're here to play football. Leave that to the students. But I know it was a lot of fun when I was in school, and these kids really enjoy homecoming week.
They dress up different every day. So here we go. Get back to football. Watson gives off to Stanley Jones. Stanley Jones looking, go wide. Stanley Jones is wide open over here. Got real close to the sideline. How about that cut back? Stanley going out of bounds. He cut it back, took it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to have a flag on the play, though. I think we've got caught for a little holding back here, Jim. And I may just take a great run by Stanley off the board at the edge. We're starting to back up. And that's very disappointing for Stanley because that was a great run.
That was all Stanley Jones. From the 35-yard line all the way in was nothing but Stanley Jones.
Now, unfortunate play right there. You hate to see that happen from an offensive coach's standpoint, but I still think it's happening every now and then. You know, you hope when you review the film that block was the only reason he was able to score. That's even easier to take. What you hate to see is when that holding play was on the other side of the field and had no bearing actually on him getting loose. But for whoever gets caught with that holding, I hope for his sake that was the reason he was able to break it loose.
I hope so too, because otherwise Coach Dollar might have a few words. So we'll bring up 3rd and 15. Watson's back to throw. He's got a man right in the middle. And that was Michael Saliba. And I think he heard some footsteps coming his way.
Yeah, I believe he did too.
Watson couldn't do any better than hit you right in the gut with a ball. And that's what he did. Coach said always hit him in the numbers. And by George, he did it. So it's going to bring a punting situation for Houston Academy. Perkins is back to kick. We got our speedsters split. Got David Jones on one side and Dominique Rich on the left side. Perkins gets it away, and they're just going to let it go because they know he can kick the ball. Get away from it. Good high kick. It's going to be down by Van Carroll at the 16-yard line.
Now, good punt. Anytime you can put it inside the 20-yard line, that's a successful punt for you. And they're going to have the football, Jim, on about the 16, 17-yard line here. And we're going to have our, I don't know, it's not heat timeout. Slocomb's going to take timeout here. 9:29 to go in the game.
$9:23 left here at Northcutt Field tonight. Good ball game going on. Houston Academy 21, Slocomb 0. Miles is back to throw. He's in the shotgun. Knocked down there by, oh, that had to be Davis Flowers. Got a hand on the ball.
I tell you, that's a good throw. Nice pattern by 86 out there for Slocomb. Not really sure. We haven't called that young man's name tonight. And that's Corey Crawford. But that was a nice throw and catch. Picks up about 6-7 yards. That young man stood in the pocket. You got Davis bearing down on it. It's kind of difficult to stand here and take that lick. That punishment still deliver a good throw.
Our boy Austin Fox also was right there with Davis.
Yeah, Stanley's got a little blood on his elbow. I think they're going to have to tape him up. Swap him out there and put a little bandage, little gauze on him. He'll be all right. Put Watson back at the safety position for Stanley while he gets a little bandage on that cut.
And that's Miles back to throw. He's got 86. Didn't get it to him like he might have hit the ground before it got to him.
A little bit of a low throw there.
Coverage by number 12, Kobe Martin.
Yeah, good coverage by Kobe. Bring up third down and about 4 yards, Jim, and another big play for the defense here. I tell you, the defense played a good game tonight. They've been able to defend a very difficult offense, and you know, this Justin Miles is looks pretty healthy to me, Jim. I tell you,
He does.
He looks pretty good back there.
He's in the shotgun still. This time he's going to keep it and run. He's got a pitch man. Great play there by 64, and we know who that is, Tyler Jordan.
A nice play by Tyler. It's going to bring him up just a little bit short of the first down. I tell you, he shoots that gap, makes that tackle. Otherwise, he got a first down there. And you're going to measure for it, I believe.
H.A. Band doing a great job down here tonight. Got some guys with the shirts off down there. Man, they're all getting wild down there tonight. Got the Raiderettes. Coach, James Holmes does a great job with our band.
I got the yeah, it's going to come about, looks like about a foot shy there with first down. So fourth down, less than the yard, probably a foot on the play here. We're down to 8:50 to go in the game. I expect Slocomb to go for this. And, you know, really we're into the part of the game where they don't have a choice here but to go for it.
And they're definitely going for it. I imagine we'll see Mr. Miles probably with the ball, number 11. Miles in the shotgun. Williams is a single set. He's going to pitch it to Williams. He's got a first down and even more.
Now he's going to pick up about 5 yards on that play, Jim. And they ran a little speed option to their left again and made a nice pitch. Running back cuts upfield, picks up first down.
Joyce Wilford, number 72, but goes in the ball game. Griffith comes out, and also 58, that's Whit Kelly, also comes out of the ball game. Miles is back to throw again. He's been pressured by number 72. That's pick Josh Wolford. Josh is only a 9th grader, and he's bigger than anybody out there on that field.
He's a big man. I stood beside him out at the gym one afternoon, and I thought, good Lord, that's a big boy. But I tell you what, good to see Josh get in there and make a play. You know, he's very young. Typically, you see a guy the size of Josh at that age, he doesn't move very well, but that big man's pretty quick on his feet for his size, and he shows good coordination there and made a nice play. Good to see him in the football game. Nice job right there.
Man, we get some speed on that young man. Whew, he's going to be quite a player at HA. That's Miles with the ball. Good run over there, hard running by Miles. Brought down by, looks like Tyler Jordan, number 64.
bring up Jim Lake about 3rd and 7. Big play here, Jim. Slocomb was trying to stay in this football game. They've got to make something happen. You know, they're always going to be in 4-down situations. They've got 2 downs here to pick up this 7 yards.
6:53 left in this ball game. Miles back to throw. He's being pressured. Good catch over here. It's going to be close to a 1st down.
That's a good throw. He threw the ball before the receiver ever made his cut, and that's what you're coached to do, and that's a nice job of execution. He ran his pattern about a yard short of the 1st down. Again, they're going to go for it on 4th down. It'll be 4th and about 1.
Corey Crawford in on the catch there, number 86. And it's going to be just shy of a 1st down.
And again, Jim, back-to-back 4th down plays for our defense. And 6:05 to go in the game, 21-point lead. We'd like to see the defense step up here and make a play.
This time Miles is going to keep it. Good initial hit there by, who's that getting up off the bottom of the pile? 65, Davis Flowers. Who else? Who else hit him over there?
Spot right here, they're going to give him the 1st down. I think that second effort, he made a little spin there, Jim, and lunged forward, and I do believe he made a good spot and got the 1st down. We're down to our water break here for the 4th quarter, Jim. 5:44 to go in the game. Houston Academy leads 21-0. Back here with 5:40 to go and counting in the 4th quarter. Slocomb has the ball 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Miles back to throw. He's got a man deep. Wide open is Williams and overthrows him. That's Singletary. Good coverage there by David. David Jones. Just a long pass, long throw.
He'd gotten a step on us over there on that corner, and I think Justin just laid it out there a little bit too far. I tell you what, though, he's got a pretty good arm, Jim.
Got a great arm.
Threw that football a long way. Fortunately for us, it threw a little bit too far. I think David's going to come out and catch it. I think he's tired of trying to chase that man down the sideline. And we got Robert Cleveland back in the game at that corner.
This time Miles is going to keep it. Just nothing there. Nothing there. 71. That's Kurt Harris. I know he's in there.
And Austin Fox.
Austin, yeah. And they got a man hurt, it looks like.
I think that's Justin Miles, the quarterback. I think he got caught up there a little bit. Looks like they kind of may have rolled him up on that bad ankle a little bit. But that's what they're reaching for, Jim. So hopefully it's nothing serious. That's it takes a lot of guts up on the field and play hurt. Hopefully he's not re-injured that thing and maybe just put a little stinger to it there.
Yeah, and he's getting up. He's going to be all right. That's one player that they're really going to need the rest of this season. Held him out all the 1st quarter, and finally came in I guess the middle of the 2nd quarter and really made a difference when he came in the ball game. So he is hurt. He's playing hurt tonight.
I like to see the quarterbacks play hurt a little bit. They don't get a reputation of being tough very much. I like to see a good tough quarterback get in there with an injury and play hard like Justin's done tonight. Third down and 11 here, Jim, about the 41-yard line.
Got Register back in there quarterbacking. Reese Register, and somebody didn't see something like Register didn't see what he.
Well, he only had 10 men on the field, Jim. He was missing a slot back on it, recognized it, and give him credit. He comes off the sideline there in the middle of an injury, recognized that he was missing a receiver and calls timeout. That's a big play for them. They need to There's still 4:38 to go in the game. If you're running 3 touchdowns, 3 scores, you got to try. You can't miss an opportunity. They're going to have to score every time they get a chance here to have any chance to get back in the football game.
Coaches are doing a good job tonight. Coach Dollar, his staff, Coach Henry, Coach Addison, Coach McCall, Coach Hutto, Coach Kirkland, all those guys doing a great job down there tonight. Coach Watson. Rusher back, being brought down, being pressured. Number 56.
That's 58. That's Whit Kelly.
58, Whit Kelly. Whit Kelly got excited there coming off that pile.
A good initial pressure there. Colby Martin Bliss from an outside linebacker position and put a little pressure on him, forced him to step up there, and Whit Kelly finishes him off with a sack. Loss of about 2 on the play is going to put him in the 4th down and 12. Looks like they're going to go for it here, Jim, obviously, with 4 minutes to go and 21-0 deficit. I'm not going to line up the punt formation.
Still got Stanley back there, single. See, we're putting a lot of pressure on there, and we're going to get a flag. He hit the kicker.
I think we may get to running into the kicker, not to roughing the kicker.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and I think it was Robert Cleveland, and he couldn't stop the momentum. So that'll be an automatic 1st down. No?
Not sure what he called initially. I don't know if he called it roughing the kicker or running into the kicker.
Was that just a 5-yarder if it's running into the kicker rather than roughing the kicker?
Yeah. Yeah, 5-yard penalty. Ran into the kicker, did not rough the kicker.
And it still still be a 4th down with be 4th down and 8 for the Red Tops.
You're gonna re-punt here.
So Stanley backs up another 6 steps, and we'll try it again.
There you go. Punt again here, Jim. I guess they weren't satisfied with the field position they had, and we'll re-punt here on 4th down.
Trying to kick it away from Jones, which he did a good job, and Stanley's just going to let it roll dead there. So we're going to take possession of the ball at our own 16-yard line.
Yeah, smart job by Stanley. They let that football just roll and bounce, and we got another friend right now, Jim, and that's the clock. We're down to 3:20 to go in the game. We got a 21-point lead. We just need to take some time off the clock. Guys here on their own 16-yard line, Jim. Here on this 1st down.
This time Watson gives it off to Dominique. Dominique is fighting. Dominique's wide open. He's running to the outside. He's being chased there by number 20. And boy, they're going to hit him hard there. Number 10 also. That's register. Good run by Dominique.
We got a late flag down on the field. We got an injured player on the sideline. I missed what happened. Jim had my eye on Dominique right down the sideline. I'm not really sure what happened.
43-yard pickup by Dominique Rich. And I don't know what the flag is either.
I think number 60 there must have
personal foul against the Raiders.
Must have been on number 60. I'm not sure. I don't want to speculate what happened to him, but all we do know is 60 seems to be shaking up a little bit on the play, and I don't know if it was his shoulder or his head, but We'll get a personal foul penalty. I'm not sure if it was on that lick or not there, Jim, but regardless, we're going to be backed up now inside of our 30-yard line. It's going to take away a little bit from that run from Dominique.
That was a good hard run by Dominique Rich, I tell you. You never know about Dominique. He's always looking for a hole. He never gives up. A hard running tailback, Dominique Rich. So number 60 is okay, and he's going off the field. So that's going to give us the ball at the 27, our own 27-yard line, 26-yard line. 3:06 left here in the ball game in Northcutt Field tonight. Houston Academy is leading this ball game and led the whole way, 21-0. Still got our starters in there. Got Rich and Jones in the backfield with Watson, Downs quarterbacking. Again, give it to Rich. Being drugged down by his jersey.
A good hard run there, even though he only picks up a couple yards, maybe 3 yards on the play, and brings up 2nd down and 7. I tell you, Dominique, doesn't matter to him what the situation, where we are in the game. If we're up by 21, down by 21, he runs hard on every play. This gives great effort every game.
2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Quick pitch over here to Jones. Stanley Jones with the ball. He's twisting, trying to get outside. Going to be brought down there by number 1 and number 2, which has been in the ball game all night for the Slocomb. Number 1 is Singletary and 2 is Williams. Both those kids played a good ball game here tonight.
This young Williams kid, he's the freshman that we've been calling his name all night long, and he got a lot of potential. He's already a great player. He's got potential to be a sure enough great player one day.
This is a young Slocomb team. I think they've got maybe 8 seniors on this team, real young. And they're going to get number 10 there, I believe, for Spearing. He came in there late. So that's going to be a 15-yarder against Slocomb. That's one thing these officials are not going to put up with.
Yeah, it's just easiest way for a guy to get hurt is that play right there, Jim. And you hate to see that. Hopefully it wasn't intentional. Maybe he's just a little aggressive on his play there. We're going to have offsetting personal fouls. Call them on both sides there, Jim. I didn't see either one of them. Actually, I was not looking at the play when it happened. I was looking at a different spot on the football field, but definitely was a late hit on one, maybe had a late block on the other. You play to the whistle blows when the whistle blows are supposed to pull off a little bit there, and obviously both teams a little aggressive after the whistle.
1:27 left in this ball game. Ball given off to Rich again. Keep that clock running. 56 seconds left in the ball game.
Yeah, we're about to the point. Well, we are to the point now where we can simply take a knee and run out the clock. I think they have timeouts. I don't know that I would expect Slocomb to call. I'm not really sure, Jim, how many they do have left. I know they've used at least one, if not 2 of their timeouts here in the second half. So we're going to get down here. This should be the last play of the game. Hopefully we can just take a knee here and take one more. We have to make another stop. Should be the last play of the game, Jim, and My favorite play again.
Yep. Watson said, Charles Flowers, get as far back as you can because I don't want this ball to get loose. And that's going to be it. They're going to let it run down. Tony, we beat a 3A school tonight who came in this ball game 2-2. The Raiders came out on top, and that's what we wanted to see. Probably seen them play a little bit better ball game last week, but this game was not just a big rivalry between the two schools. Didn't mean a whole lot as far as area play. So, but next week we got nothing but area games the rest of the season. So hopefully next week they'll come back and step it up. So we go 5-0 coming into the Sampson game next week.
A great start to the season. 5-0. That's all, you can't ask for anything more than that. Defensively, Coach Anderson, Coach Hutto, and all the coaching staff from that defensive side of football. Defensively, we played an outstanding football game tonight. This was a potent offense that Slocomb brought in, and we played a good game. Offensively, we kept the football and made some good plays. We get 21 points on the board and get a good victory.
Good sportsmanship between both schools out there on the field, and Coach Dollar's getting them in a huddle out there. So we're going to go ahead and close it out for the night. Jim Boone, Tony Johnson, Tony, been with you tonight. Score Houston Academy 21, the Slocomb Red Top 0. We'll see you next week.
You've been watching high school football action. Join us again next time for more high school football action right here on your local channel.